A second healthcare worker is now in isolation at a Dallas hospital after testing positive for Ebola.
The person helped care for the man who died from Ebola last week at Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital. A U of M infectious disease expert says the United States response to Ebola has been the best in the world, yet still woefully inadequate. Nina Moini is live at the U with more on what Dr. Michael Osterholm said at a Johns Hopkins Ebola symposium. Nina?
Yeah, Jason, the doctor said it's really a difficult balance to strike. While he said no other government in the entire world has done more to try and help with stopping the spread of Ebola, he says simply nobody can keep up with the pace of this deadly virus. Take a listen to what he said.
When the president tells us 5 weeks ago that he's going to send 3,000 troops, and until last weekend there were only 200 troops on the ground, now there's 300 troops on the ground. For logistical support, that's not 3,000. These beautiful slides showing all the donations that have been made, they're not there. It's not happening. And nobody's to blame. Everybody is to blame because the world was not prepared to respond in virus time to a crisis like this.
And then there's also the issue of how healthcare workers in the U.S. feel the government is preparing for the spread of the virus. You heard about that second possible healthcare worker, but the first healthcare worker, Nina Pham, she was in Dallas caring for Thomas Eric Duncan when she became the first person to contract the Ebola virus in the U.S. Duncan, the patient, did die last week, but Pham is listed in good condition. She says she's doing well, and the CDC admits the agency could have done more to help prevent the spread of this disease, and they say now they will. They said they're going to put more crews on the ground to help out these healthcare workers and see what they need to do, whether it's a more intensive garb or whatever it may be, to make sure that that they can keep this from spreading to any more of the healthcare workers. Now, as far as here in Minnesota, health officials have said that the risk is very, very low right now for Ebola coming to Minnesota, but still healthcare workers here hoping that they'll also get the best type of protection necessary just in case they encounter anyone who might have symptoms that seem like Ebola, even if it's not.
So many questions for healthcare workers, Nina, with the second person now being diagnosed with Ebola in Texas this morning. Thanks for the update.